Good morning, traders. It's just a couple of minutes now until the market opens. Just getting my watch list set up here. I got a little bit of a late start. Hopefully that doesn't have too much of an effect on my trading. Just marking out the range that these things traded in the pre-market. Once again, there's quite a few stocks on the watch list. They're all trading with like decent volume and have reasonable float sizes. Last one here. Let's see if I can just use that. All right, so the only patterns that I'm looking for are like a 3 or 4 bar play at the open. I don't know why this one has 2 lines. Or wow, the Immp looks super strong. Unfortunately, it's a little bit expensive, so I won't be able to get but maybe like I don't know, 5 or 6 shares of that, but doesn't matter. But yeah, so I'm going to be looking for like a 3 bar play. I don't know what happened here. Or an ABCD pattern if I don't get a 3 bar play. But it'll have to be one that breaks the high of day, not the pre-market high necessarily, but so we got about 20 seconds now. Probably just be taking my first trade off of the watch list page right here. Gotta make sure that I'm actually clicked into the correct chart. Otherwise my hotkeys won't trigger the correct stock. All right, so here's the market open. Let's see what happens. Okay, this kind of expected for this thing to go up. If it gives me a resting bar here, then I could possibly get in on the third bar. We have time, so let's just go ahead and look at that other one just to see what it's doing. Not much. I guess I messed up my yeah, it looks kind of like Immp is the stock this morning. Well, Weeble is messing up my lines. That's not even me. That was kind of happening yesterday too. All right. Wow, look at UTSI go. That's crazy. Dang. So I could have actually gotten in for the break of this level. I wasn't really watching it, and I would have had a nice tight stop. So that was a missed opportunity on my part. I was so focused on this chart. Well, if there's a pullback, you know, we can still get in at some point. This candle looks like too high of a range. Well, it's like, yeah, 19 cents. That's pretty big. Man, look at this thing go. So I'm kind of liking UTSI. It seems a lot stronger. Now we just need to wait for a pullback. get rid of this. Wow, that was weird. It's pretty scary. I don't really like that. It's 2 million shares traded in the first 1 minute candle. 56 million shares traded in this 1 minute candle. That's pretty wild. This one looks like junk. I'm not sure that that was a great idea. Let me see here. I'm going to sell half there, totally weak-handing this, just because that felt a little bit strange. There, it breaks up through the high of day. Let me sell half again. Well, it's only one share there. So this is kind of a weird pattern. I should be holding to 2 until 2R, but I just felt like I got in a little bit high there. I wanted to get in at 710, and I was just a little bit behind the 8 ball there, so I got pretty mad at myself for not holding 2R earlier, but in the pre-market, I mean. But my one exception is if I get a lot of slippage, and this is about 6 cents slippage, which, I mean, you know, I like my stops to be like 5 to 10 cents, so that's a considerable amount. So I don't think I'm going to be too hard on myself for weak-handing this one. Still have 2 shares. I'm not sure where I want to get out now. If I want to just wait till it comes back down to my entry, or just get like a stop order out there. About to see how strong this thing really is. So this wasn't really that good of an entry here at all. What I should have done was waited for, this is like the beginnings of an ABCD pattern, and I might get back in later if I get stopped out here, because this is the beginnings of a nice ABCD pattern. I just kind of jumped in too early. That wasn't smart. I mean, the only good thing is now I have like a nice, as long as it doesn't come back down to my entry, I've got a kind of a starter position here. But I think I should hold strong here because I'm below like a 50% retracement on this, so and if I get stopped out for the rest, you know, at my entry, so be it, because that's my fault for taking kind of a crappy entry like that. So this could be the beginning of like a reverse 3-bar play. But it's looking like people are coming back in and buying and pushing this thing up. Don't really like this over here, so I'm just going to hang out. See what Immp does. Looks like we're getting pretty lucky here. Luck is not a strategy. Let me see if I can get over to my trade screen real quick and get on this thing. Okay, looks like we're making new highs. There might be a short squeeze coming up. It's surprised there wasn't one already. And I kind of feel like adding one. See if it breaks that 785. I'm going to add one share. And my average will be kind of high at that point, but looks pretty good on the 5 minute from what I can see. I'm going to take one more off just because this thing is a little bit shaky. And since, you know, this is like a crappy trade to begin with, I just want to, you know, now I just want to scrape whatever profits I can from it. And this pattern's not so pretty anymore because of these big, that big engulfing candle there. But if that 785 breaks, I might add one more and then I'll get an average of those two. But it looks like I'm going to have to stop out here. Whoop. Yep, let me get out. So that was a little, yeah, I mean, like I said, that just wasn't a great trade to begin with because I jumped in there. And then I thought maybe it's going to form a nice ABCD pattern and pull back. But that's not really happening because this price action's really dirty. I would like to see like a whole bunch of green candles going up here without any interruptions like this. Excuse me. And then, you know, like a clean pullback, about 50%, and then breaking out to new highs. So I didn't get that. And this thing may continue on to new highs, but, you know, who knows? And this pattern's not very clean, so I'm just lucky, really lucky that I got some green off of that because, like I said, that entry wasn't great. I guess, you know, we'll call that a reversal entry. But that wasn't one of the things I said at the beginning. I said I was going to do three or four bar play and then look for an ABCD pattern. And I don't know, I guess I was thinking I was getting in at the beginning of the pattern, but that's not really how it works. That's not how you're supposed to do it. So that's on me. I guess that'll be a yellow trade. We'll just go back to the watch list really quick. I don't think I should take any other trades because I screwed that one up, even though I made money. Nothing really obvious anyway. I mean, man, UTSI, it was so tempting there at the open. I mean, this was still, this was definitely an opportunity here that I missed, which is okay. I mean, you're gonna, that's part of trading. You're gonna miss stuff because if I got in for the break of this candle here, 198, and then my stop was the low of the second candle, which is only 195. Yeah, obviously it would have been easy to get 2R, which just would have been 6 cents higher, and then I could have just rode the rest of it up, you know, as far as I wanted to, or maybe stopping out here. So, but this actually isn't as big of a move as it looks. If you look at the range of this candle here, 195 to 217. Was that 22 cents? So yeah, I mean, it's not as big as it looks for sure. These candles can be deceiving. Whereas like one of these candles, like this looks like relatively the same size candle, right? But look at the difference. That's about 50 cents in that candle. And this one's even worse. It looks huge. It looks like a huge candle, but it's only 9 cents. So it's all relative. So I think that's it for me today. It's been kind of a weird day. I didn't trade well in the pre-market. I made a green trade, but I should have held to 2R. It went to 2R. I had a nice safe stop. So, but again, it was kind of one of those. I don't think I really liked the entry that I decided to trade that much. So let's see how we did today. So at least we're pushing the account up. I mean, that's the only good thing, but it's not the right way to do it. So $1.39 on Immp. So I mean, that's a good ROI for sure because I'm only trading with about $40. But again, just was not a good entry. So at least, I mean, I got what I could out of it. Made the best of a bad situation. That's it.